What is up, you guys? Sage here, back in another video, and today, yeah, I just came back from the gym. It was a leg session, a really proper leg session. There was some intensity here and there, but obviously not doing too much because, obviously just returned to the gym not too long ago. But yeah, the strength it's coming back, man. It's obviously not even close to where it was. But yeah, we're coming nicely. We're coming nicely. And the reason why my strength is picking up like so quickly is because of the muscle memory, right? So what muscle memory is basically it's easier to pick weight back up than it is to pick weight up in the first place, because the muscle already like it already knows what's going it's a way of thinking about it. It's you know I digress. What today's video is about is your circle. Okay. What about your circle? Well, what I want you to start thinking about is the type of people that you have around you. You know, I try to stress this to a lot of like people that I'm acquainted to, who I am like friends with, like quite good friends with, but obviously not the best of friends because I'm not the best of friends with anyone. But that's a story for another day. Let's put a pin in that. Um, but yeah, it's like I'm not the best of friends with the person, but we are really good friends because chill person, vibe. So it's that type of situation, and I usually try and really put it into people like watch who you have around you, watch your circle, man. It's really important to realize and manage the type of people you have in your life because you are therefore managing the type of thoughts that are going to be in your head because you are who you are with, basically. Obviously this is not always true. It's not, there are exceptions, stuff like that. Me, I don't like generalizing, but generally that is true. To contradict myself, generally that is true because the type of people that you hang out with usually determine the type of person that you are. Here's what I mean by this. I mean, if you hang around with people who uh, don't like, let's say, school, they're like, man, fuck school. They're like, man, if you just listen, if you just get your booze right and get your bitches right, you'll live life to the max, man. That's what I'm on about. What I'm talking about is living life to the max. This is how you max out on life, my guy. Who cares about maxing out in the gym? This is how you max out on life. You know, you smoke weed every day, and then you get to, then so when you hang around those types of people, slowly but surely, even without you realizing it, you'll slowly become that type of person. The type of person who's like, yeah, man, why would I? Yeah, weed is, yeah. Guys, this is not a video that is anti-weed or anti-drinking or anti. Do what you want, man. It's your life. Live it to the fullest, man. Do you? But I will tell you, I will humbly ask you to be progressive. Try and progress. Be progressive in the sense that try to improve all the time. You know, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Now, my point with the friends is when you hang around with people who will constantly challenge you, who will constantly pick your mind, who will constantly provoke thought, thought provoking friends are the best. People who push you to be better are the best. Just having a circle of winners is a very important thing. And in order to understand what a winner is, you have to step back for a second and for a moment detach from your emotion, and how you feel about these people and really look at them as what they are to you, which is they are your schedule. they are where you're gonna be. They are you, you know. So if you wanna change you, please take a second and, not saying dump your friends or anything. I'm just saying look into getting friends that are into what you're into. You know, if you're an IT guy and you want to be the best that you can possibly be in that field, put yourself around people in that field, because what you'll notice is within that friend group, there's gonna, you guys are gonna develop a certain a certain level of being competitive, which is good because you're going to push each other to become better, and most of your conversations are going to revolve around that particular thing, but not necessarily. Sometimes what you'll find is when I'm with this person doing IT, we're going to focus on this and we're going to get this done. But champions are, even within the people that do IT, you're not going to be messing with everyone, you're not going to like everyone. But within the people who do IT, there are going to be people that you resonate with because of certain reasons, where it's like, oh, okay, this person looks pretty put together, this person's really, and then you get to having really constructive conversations with the person that are not even about IT now, which is the point where you're becoming like friends, you know, like really good friends, where you're talking about personal stuff, where you're starting to see certain things and how they think and stuff like that. Those are real friends, or people who not necessarily think the same as you do, but people who, you like the way this person thinks, you know. So that might not necessarily mean that this person is agreeing with you all the time, because you don't want to be surrounded by yes men. You want to be surrounded by winners. Now, yes men and winners, there's a difference, very big difference. Yes men are just gonna be agreeing with whatever you agree with. You don't want that. You don't want echo in your life. You don't want to be in a place where whatever you say is just yeah, yeah, yes, that, you want to be in a type of situation where the people that you're hanging out with are not afraid to tell you you're wrong. I think, you know, I'm not saying hang out with rude people. I'm just saying hang out with people that are going to be truthful with you and are going to be able to tell you that, hey, that thing you're doing, me personally, I don't agree with that. I don't like it. Let's say you get into cigarettes, right? The person can look at you, and say to you as a friend, as a good friend, that, hey, bro, I don't like that habit. It's a bad habit. Overall, you're putting some time into this, you're putting money into this, which could have been allocated elsewhere, which would have benefited you more, I believe, if you had put more time in, like if you had taken the time and money and put it into this, you know, then this could have, had this outcome. Just have friends that are like, don't be friends with people who aren't going anywhere, because therefore, by the law of attraction, the great saying, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Because then, by the law, that you are with these people, you are with people who are not going anywhere. And those people who are not going anywhere have I'm not going anywhere tendencies, and they tend to do things. They have certain habits, they have certain ways of thinking, they have certain, biases, they have certain things that are why they're not going anywhere. Now, even if you are a person who's going somewhere, in life, if you're a person who is now, the reason why I don't like putting any sort of like titles to it or anything, is because success is an undefined thing. Some people think money is success, some people think happiness is success. What is happiness? Conversations for another day. But my point is that success is not something that you can put a title on and say, you've achieved this, you are successful, you are a success. You can be a success in a certain context, which is like, as a lawyer, now you've gotten to this level, you've gotten this accolade, then you are successful as a lawyer, yes. But as a person, are you successful because you have that? The answer is not necessarily yes, because life is a very big balance, and if you allocate too much time toward this, then that means, you know, you're decreasing your family time, you're decreasing your time that you spend doing your hobbies, you're decreasing your, you know. So that's why you find people who are rich as shit but are not happy, because you thought this was gonna make you happy, and it turns out that wasn't the case. Again, conversation for another day. My point is, to achieve certain things, you need to associate yourself with certain people. Not saying don't associate yourself with people of, you know, like this person is born on the left side of the world. I don't like him. This person is born on the right side of the world. I like that person. No, I'm not saying only associate with people who are doing the same thing as you are, but I'm saying associate yourself with people who have a certain level of being, who are just people who think a certain way, people who have a certain approach in life, which is a success, people who want growth. Some people don't want to grow. Some people want to stay, you know, want to stay whatever. Some people just don't want to work, you know. Some people don't want to pick certain things up. Some people don't want to learn new things, you know. And if you associate yourself with a circle of people who believe in that type of thinking and who are those types of people, then whether you are aware of it or not, slowly but surely you will start picking up the habits of losers, and you start doing loser things, and and when you have the habits of losers and you do loser things because of your circle, you are now a loser, you know. um so my point here is, be very careful of who you let into your life, because you control that. You control how negative or positive your life is going to be in that particular aspect by controlling who can be in your life, because not everyone is good for you. Some people some people are there for the wrong reasons. Some people are in your life for the wrong reasons. Some people are here to just damage, you know. That's their primary goal, is that, hey man, I'm not going anywhere, this person is going somewhere, let me go pick on this person, you know. Because usually what you'll find is that, something to think about, is that the things that you hate in other people are things you hate about yourself. So just think about that next time where you're like, hey man, this, you know, realize that the thing that you hate about that person is something that you hate about yourself, you know. So it's not necessarily that you hate this person, it's just that you hate that about them because you hate that about you. So you're hating that part of the person for the person. You're like, hey man, like why are you so arrogant, bro? Like what is with the ego, bro? You know, you really get to seeing something about yourself when you actually get to putting thought into, why do I feel this way about this person, you know. And it's also a part of like life in general, is just learning about yourself, because some things we were never taught, you know. You're never taught to use your words a certain way. You're never taught to be introspective, to be able to look at yourself objectively and say, hey man, you need to pick up some slack, you need to work harder at this, you need to push more in that, you know. We're never taught to push from a young age. We're never taught to, you know, put work in, put effort in, put, you know, they like, okay, what often happens, hey, my bad, that was my grams. She was just, you know, helping a nigga out, stuff like that. She wanted yeah. But back to what I was saying, guys, I'm sorry for the length of the video. This wasn't supposed to be this long. It's just, sometimes once you get to speaking and you get to, you know, expressing certain things, you know, you get, you know, there's certain branches that come out and you get into certain tangents. First you got to touch on this, touch on that, you know. But yeah, it's just something that happens sometimes. But my point is, My Instagram is Sage the Life of. Spelt SAGETHELIFEOF. Sage the Life of. Literally, Sage the Life of. All in one word, all in small caps. That's my IG. But my actual point is like and subscribe, man. It really helps me out. It helps out the algorithm. It helps the channel grow. It helps more people find out about this. Yeah, it's really helpful if you like and subscribe. Also helpful if you comment. Just interact with the channel. Other people get to know about the channel. But about friends, yeah, man, the people that you keep around you in some way, shape, or form, because of just how the mind works, you become what you surround yourself with. And that's why the law of attraction works. Because if your mind is set on positive things, then your overall energy will be positive. And when you have a positive energy, positive things come. So, what I'm saying is, if you hang around with people with low self esteem, low work ethic, low whatever, you will become that, because that's the energy that you've surrounded yourself with, So your energy, because you're around this so much, even if your energy, your general vibration as a human being was higher than that, as in you had a higher confidence than this, you had a higher work ethic than this, because you were surrounded by this that much, the human being's natural instinct to not want to stick out, to not want to, you know, like, it's natural to want to fit in. It's natural to want to be a part of the group, because um, in an evolutionary sense, the bigger the group, the more chances of survival, the more chances of meeting mates, the more chances of getting food, you know? So the human has evolved to want to match what's around them. So if you put yourself around people who don't necessarily want, desire, don't necessarily want improvement, want um, success, who are just not into that, then naturally you are going to want to resonate with the people you have around you. You're going to want to match their energy. So that's why I advise surrounding yourself with winners. Because when you are surrounded by people of a certain energy, a certain, you know, certain regal essence about them, then you will in turn adapt. You will adapt to match your surroundings. Once more, same thing that happens when you drop and you become that. When you are surrounded by champions, you will elevate, and you will naturally pick up their habits, the habits of winners. You will pick up the schedule of winners. You will pick up the mindset of winners. And by being around winners so much, and people who want to succeed, and people who are successful, or rather who have the hunger in them, you will in turn gain that hunger. You will gain those habits. You will gain that schedule, Again, sorry for the length of the video. It's just it was on my mind, it was in my heart, and I want to bring back Motivational Mondays, man. But yeah, it's that type of feel where if you surround yourself with winners, you'll be a winner. You'll win more often. You'll be a winner. You know. Yeah, it's something to think about. Something to think about. Something to step back and just look at your friends and be like, hey, do these people provoke thought? Do they make me think of certain things that help me grow as a person? Are these people just good people to be around? You know, do they have a positive energy? Are these people going places? You can tell. You really can. Where you just, and going places is, it's a very good term for me personally. If you approach the situation with the knowledge that success is different to different people, but maybe you want to be a rapper, maybe you want to be the best to ever do it, coming, like surrounding yourself with people who you feel like, hey, dude has bars, man. Oh, that dude has an incredible flow. You feel me? If you surround yourself with those types of people, then you will pick up their habits, you'll pick up their, like, why is this person so, why is this, they will elevate you, they'll bring you to a certain level where you yourself will be able to look at yourself and like, hey, why don't I have a flow like that? And then you try and develop those parts of yourself, because the people who are around you are chasing that success and you also want that. You're like, I want that. Do you guys want that too? Everyone's like, yeah, I want that. Are you willing to put in the work? Everyone's like, yeah, I'm willing to put in the work. I'm willing to put in the time. I'm willing to sacrifice. I want to be the best. If you surround you like those people are champions, man. Whether other people see them as, nah, they're just stoners, nah, they're just, listen, that person is putting in time, that person is putting in effort, that person is as successful in my eyes as the best lawyer you'll ever see, because both of those things require time, sacrifice, effort, you know. So my point is, again, surround yourself with winners, you will be a winner. So what I'm trying to say to you who's watching this, is that watch who you are surrounded by, watch your surroundings, watch the space that is around you, and control that. You control who you're friends with. Few things we control in life, but you can somewhat control who you're gonna be around, the type of people who you're gonna be around. You know, sometimes it's like the the type of environment where you are forced to be with this person, but that doesn't mean you have to be, that doesn't mean this person has to be in your inner circle, in the, like, a part of the people who you really mess with, you know? So yeah, surround yourself with champions, put your heart into whatever you want to do, man. Chase your dreams, spread love, and follow me on Instagram, Sage of the Life of. Um, yeah, I'll put it into the comment section, just like how to type and stuff like that. And yeah, uh, I'm just here to serve, man. I'm here to serve. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate every single like, every single comment. I appreciate all the interaction. I appreciate the messages. I just really appreciate you guys. And I'm very, very fond of what we have here. I apologize for the length, but Motivation Mondays, man. What are you gonna do? Sage, after a leg day, signing out.